Hey, what's going on everybody, and welcome back to another Ready or Not video. So just recently, Void Interactive released a new development update sharing news regarding the new upcoming Home Invasion DLC. As many have probably already speculated, the DLC has been officially delayed, and we don't have a specific time frame as to when this will be released. But from what I've gathered reading into this, they are very close to being finished with the Home Invasion DLC, and we should be receiving it relatively soon. With the upcoming Home Invasion DLC, we will be receiving 3 new weapons, plus a 4th weapon that they hint at, but they don't give any details for whatever reason. I'm assuming a new less lethal firearm of some type, and we will probably get more information regarding these weapons in a later development update. Also, these weapons will be available to all players regardless of whether or not you own the Home Invasion DLC. We're also going to be receiving 3 new maps, which are all largely already completed, with screenshots showcased here on screen. Now with this, these maps will only be available to those who have the DLC. However, you can play these maps without owning the DLC if you join a multiplayer lobby with a host that does own the new DLC. With that being said, if you want to play the new maps in single player, you'll need to purchase the DLC for yourself. Other than them releasing info on some new additions that I just went over, they don't give us much information to go off of here with the new update. Based on the screenshots, we can sort of speculate as to what we are looking at here. The first one is a battered building in a state of despair. It almost looks as if homeless have maybe lived here, or this has been a hiding place for some drug dealers or gang affiliated individuals. I'd also assume this might be a crack house sequel of some type, just based on what we're seeing here. The next screenshot here reminds me a bit of the beachfront map. We're looking at a neighborhood of some type. If I had to guess, it looks similar to a home you'd find on the south side of Los Angeles, which is perfect for this considering SWAT does have somewhat frequent calls for barricaded suspects or other incidents on the south side of LA. The last screenshot that we're looking at here is a massive estate of some type. This is obviously in the richer neighborhoods, and I'm going to make a speculation and say this will probably be the more difficult of the 3 maps that we're receiving. I can also imagine there being suspects armored up pretty heavily with some pretty defensible firearms. I would be surprised if this wasn't related to a mafia or cartel either breaking into this home or the members just defending the home from a SWAT raid. We'll just have to wait and see. These screenshots do look pretty good though, and I'm super excited to be able to get my hands on these maps and play through them and showcase them for you guys. Regarding the delay itself, Void Interactive stated that the primary reason for the delay is due to the fact that they've been working with an external group to transition Ready or Not from Unreal Engine 4 to Unreal Engine 5. And this transition has had a tremendous effect on the previously promised spring release for the new DLC. Now, the reason they are switching to Unreal Engine 5 should be obvious, as it's a much better version of the engine and it looks absolutely phenomenal, but they want to take advantage of the benefits that they'd be receiving by fully transitioning over, and in return this will assist them with releasing future updates with less issues and just an overall better experience. With that, we'd be looking at features like PSO integration and PSO pre-caching, which will significantly reduce loading times and in-game stutters. We'd also be getting NVIDIA DLSS 3.7 for RTX series cards and AMD FSR 3. Lastly, with this transition, this would give them the ability to also utilize a new anti-aliasing method called TSR. Void Interactive also mentioned that another massive reason for the delay is due to the ongoing development of the official software development kit modding support. Now, with the transition to UE5, modding has been pretty much inaccessible from what I understand for most games, which is why an SDK is extremely important for Void Interactive to focus on and complete. They do also mention here that the rest of the roadmap for future DLCs is on track regardless of this setback with the DLC. They mention that preliminary work has already begun on DLC 2 with Void's level design and art team working on the maps for DLC 2. That's pretty much everything to go off of here. Regardless of the setback, I think many of us were kind of expecting a delay of some type, and to be honest, I'm just relieved to finally get some information, as it's been a while since they've given us anything for the the new update. A lot of us have been waiting for the DLC, and I've said this previously, we really do need more house maps, and I hope they decide to bring us more realistic style maps like this in future DLCs. Either way, thank you guys so much for sticking to the end of the video. The patch notes will be listed in the description if you guys want to check through those yourself. Thank you guys so much again, and we will see you in the next video.